BC. Second video I'm shooting back to back. Just shot my California digs, and now I'm going to show you the jazz pickups that I got in July when my favorite store, 33 Tours, got a beautiful, beautiful collection. And it's not what I've been buying recently. This is more late 60s, 70s stuff. It's more like late 50s, early 60s, but still some beautiful records you don't see very often, so I had to jump on them. Start off, 3 birthday presents. My birthday was the end of July, and really got spoiled. It's hard to buy records for, people like us, for record collectors, when someone isn't a record collector, because they don't really know what to buy. But I got treated by my girlfriend, made an incredible effort to go to the store and talk to one of my buddies that works at the record store, or a guy that works at the record store who's become a buddy, and find something awesome, actually from that jazz collection, something off the wall. And then my brother-in-law and another friend who I got into records but isn't, necessarily a connoisseur sorts, made the effort to find me something. And my brother-in-law collects records as well, but not into the same necessarily type of music. So the one my girlfriend got me is, I think in the digs video, when I showed, flipped through the collection, this one was in there. When I was at the store, I know I posted a little video. So this is the Mal Waldron Trio Impressions on Prestige, New Jazz, original, deep groove. Is it really deep groove? Anyway, purple label. So mono pressing. Pressing is, record's in good shape, but the pressing is there's some noise with this shitty vinyl, but really happy and thankful for that gift. Oh, there's more records here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so gift from my brother-in-law, Timeless, Mulatu, featuring Benny Maupin, Azar Lawrence, Phil Ranelin, a bunch of people I don't know, Miguel Atwood Ferguson. So this was part of a series put on, and this is beautiful. Live performance from 2009. Mulatu. I don't know how you say Astatke. I didn't know about this. I knew about the Miguel Atwood Ferguson one, the suite for Ma Dukes, and then the third one, there's 3 in this series, and the other one I'm completely blanking on what it is because I'm completely out of it right now. So another great gift, record I didn't know about at all. This was the one from my friend. This is a Japanese pressing of a blues compilation. I think it's some 50s Chicago blues. Great stuff. I love the blues. So you have Big Boy Spires with Johnny Williams and Johnny Shines. So yeah, Chicago 50s blues. Really stuff I enjoy. Okay, this one, Ted Kurson, The New Thing, and The Blue Thing. So one side is more kind of bluesy, the other one is more, not necessarily out there, but for the time and for him it was more out there, but really enjoyable record. Picked up a few Ted Kurson records. I don't know if I showed. I don't know. There's another one probably in this pile. This was from another store actually, from a different collection, but from Montreal. Dewey Redmond, Tariq. Loved this record. Hadn't heard it, but slowly adding the BYGs one. Classic, amazing photography. Whoa. This is Jazzland, so this is from that collection that I was talking about. Lots of these kind of Jazzland, New Jazz, Prestige, all that type of stuff for the most part. So this is original deep groove stereo pressing. Clifford Jordan with Kenny Dorham, Cedar Walton, Albert Heath, and Wilbur Ware. Really enjoyed this one actually. I remember listening to it before I left. This is another one of those ones that the pressing isn't great, but the music is incredible. Beautiful, beautiful music. This is an original pressing of Ahmed Abdul Malik with Ray Nance and Selden Powell on Status Records, so budget label, I believe, of Prestige as well. Not something you see very often, so original pressing of that. Also, original pressing of this. Like I said, it's a lot of this new jazz stuff. Prestige, Yusef Lateef, Into Something. Really happy to add this. Once again, though, a little bit of hiss on there. Red Garland Quintet on Jazzland. These are all original first pressings for the most part. Deep Groove, orange label. You can see the lineup there. Love that cover. Some Canadian jazz, Lee Gagnon Quartet, La Jazz Tech from '67. This I really enjoyed. I didn't even know this existed, but I grabbed it. Andrew Hill, Lift Every Voice. This one's a bit later, from '69, yeah. Andrew Hill, Richard Davis, Freddie Waits, Carlos Garnett, Woody Shaw, and then you have a bunch of singers, vocalists on here. So not for everyone, but I really, really enjoyed this record. Andrew Hill. Oh, here's the other Ted Kurtzman. I bought this. I bought a while back. Japanese. I actually saw a few of these while in LA at one store. They had like 2 or 3 copies of it. But you have this Japanese Why Not with Cecil McBee from mid-70s, I want to say. It's dope. Back to from that collection on Jazzland, Harold Land in New York with Kenny Dorham. Great music, original pressing once again. So just don't see this stuff come up very often, especially not that many of them. Well, I mean, I guess when they do pop up, it's usually in a collection, but we don't get them too often in Montreal. Another Monday Night at Birdland, original pressing, Hank Mobley, Lee Morgan, Curtis Fuller, Billy Root. This one's on Roulette. It's actually, they have a Deep Groove as well on Roulette. And what's this collection, what's the best about it? Not what's best, but everything was in pristine shape. There's the pressing issues for those new jazz on some of them, but really, really nice condition. This one, didn't know, had never even seen, and it's in perfect shape, and it blew me away. Love this record. Speak Brother Speak, highly recommend this. You don't see Max Roach records from this era very often, from the early 60s, and this is with Clifford Jordan, Eddie Kahn, and Mal Waldron, and love the colors. The cover, very colorful. A couple cheap ones, but we're also from that collection. Afrique, Count Basie. I listened to that. I need to re-listen to this. Fine, there was some good stuff, but I didn't love the whole thing. This I really enjoyed. I'm sorry. Nana Vasconcelos, Novelli, Nelson Angelo Novelli on Sarava Records out of France. Second pressing from the mid-70s. This I showed. Alice Coltrane, Transfiguration. Weird that this was in that collection because it's just from a different time altogether. From '78, one of the many Alice records I was missing. Ornette Coleman. This one has a hole punch right through the middle. Original Canadian pressing of this one, mono pressing, and Indo Jazz Suite. This is one I had seen being posted a couple times. The Joe Harriet double quintet under the direction of John Mayer. Very good. Check it out. And I don't know if I'd shown this one. Just picked it up, not from that collection, obviously, but Keep on Pushing, The Impressions. I love Curtis Mayfield. And there may be 1 or 2 other ones lying around, but that's the bulk of it. Yeah, gotta bounce. Sorry, it's so quick, but I haven't made a video in a while, and I just wanted to get these up for you guys to see. And I'll be posting them on Instagram. If you want to follow Needle Groove Apparel on Instagram, you'll see the records usually. as I'm listening to them. Peace, guys.